Hi guys, my name is Zakwan Patel and today in this video we are going to talk about my freelance journey or basically freelance experience, what kind of experience I have when I try to do freelance work. So without further ado, let's get started. So first of all, I divide this video in two parts. First is what is freelance and what kind of work you get when you try to do freelance, and second is my experience with 4 freelance sites which I worked on. I also worked on some other sites, but I doesn't have enough data because I doesn't work for work a lot for those guys, and or they don't have enough work to do when I try to work on them. That's why I don't have enough data. But we are gonna more or less talk about 4 sites, which is basically a Clickworker, Microworker, Toloka Yandex, and Usertesting. So without further ado, let's get started with the first part, which is what is freelance. So basically, freelance work is part-time work which you get from lots of companies or lots of individual online, and as the name suggests, you work freely at your time, and if you wanted to work then you can work, if you don't wanted to work then you don't work. And what kind of work you get is depend on lots of different factors, like which site you are working on. Most of the time it depends on site. Different kind of sites offer different kind of work. Basically, if I say like Clickworker or Datamime or lots of other sites which offer UHRS. So in UHRS you will get Bing work. Basically, there is a you generally use Google browser because Google is very accurate and very advanced. But Bing browser is not very accurate and advanced. So there is a work going on. Microsoft is working on that Bing browser, and you will get those work, okay, from Microsoft to improve the Bing browser searches. Like they will give you searches, and then you have to analyze that the result they are showing is good enough or not. How we can improve, how we can make it much better for customer or user experience. So that's kind of thing basically we do in freelance. You are gonna understand more about it when I individually talk about sites and stuff. So I think without further ado, let's start with some sites and what experience I have with those sites while I was working on that. So I think I will start with Toloka Yandex. So because I firstly start working with Toloka Yandex, that's why I'm starting first Toloka Yandex. I'm talking about Toloka first. So Toloka is a very good site, but you don't expect much higher payment from it. It will pay you average payment, but you will get good amount of work. Like most of the time you have something to do, you will get work. I basically earned $50, around $50 on Toloka, and I worked for around 1 month along with other sites. So Toloka pay you average amount, and Toloka service is really good. You will definitely gonna pay it, and your work is not gonna rejected a lot. There are very less people who reject your work on Toloka. So Toloka is a best site to work on, I would say. So you can go on with Toloka. And what kind of work you get on Toloka? Mostly on Toloka you will get work from Amazon and lots of individual guys, or sometimes you will get from Bing, but there are very less chance you will get work from Bing browser on Toloka. So Amazon mostly give you work, like lots of people search query on Amazon and Amazon show them results. So those results are accurate or not, or actually you have to understand that the query actually for that particular product or not. And that's what you basically work on Toloka. And second application I work is Clickworker, and basically on a Clickworker you work for UHRS, which is I already little bit explain about. UHRS is basically Microsoft platform where they hire people to work on their platform, and we basically work to improve Bing browser. And So yeah, basically what kind of work we get, if I give you example, then then the same thing which we done for Amazon we can do for a Bing. Sometimes like people search for queries and we have to basically make sure that the results are shown are good enough, and that's exactly what user looking for. And secondly, there are lots of things like when you search something on Google like business, then you will get all the business info on sideline. So basically we have to particularly go to the each sites of businesses, and then we have to collect their information like mobile number, email ID, or lots of things which they will tell you what kind of thing you have to, what kind of data you have to collect. So basically you firstly analyze that the results are accurate, and in some other tasks you will have to do data collection job on from the business's website, or there are lots of other works which you have to do, but basically you have to work for Bing when you work for Clickworker. And good thing about Clickworker is its pays really good. You will get really good payment if you work for a Clickworker. I doesn't work too much for Clickworker. I only earn 20 euros out of Clickworker, because of course I didn't give too much time on it, because the work is kind of very time consuming, and I was doing just experiment. I just wanted to experiment with things like how things goes and what kind of work I can do, so I doesn't spend so much time on it. So basically on a Clickworker, or you can also try Clickworker if you wanted to do freelance work, and you will get a good amount of money if you work good. That's of course condition in all the case. Like there is nothing like you will get very easy works. Those are the hard works. And I think English is compulsory if you don't know English. I'm not talking about you have to comfortable in speaking English, but basically you have basic understanding of English to do those works. And in third application we are going to talk about is user testing. And for user testing, basically English speaking skill, or the skill of talking English is compulsory, because in user testing you will get work for the companies or organizations who wanted to test their applications, their website or thing. And basically user testing is a website who connect people like us to organizations and company who wanted to test their sites. So basically what we are gonna do is, what we do on user testing is, client our employer give you a particular website or thing, and also give you particular task that you have to perform this task one after another. And the main part is you have to talk what you think while you performing those tasks. That's the basic thing. So if I give you an example, then I was given a task on Microwork. Basically let's talk that I given task on user testing website, that I have to search for settings, and in settings I have to think particular, I have to search for particular item, and then I have to disable that feature, right? So what I do is, I will go to the user testing site, and then whatever we see and whatever we think, we have to explain to them. Like I will go to the user testing site, and then then what I will do, I have to go to the settings. So I will look for a setting. So where is settings? So if I get a very clearly idea, like here is a thing, or here is a place where I will find settings, then I will go for it and say that, like, yeah, I got the setting, let's click on it. And then you will find for a particular item, then you will enable or disable that feature. And then you will explain your experience, like, is it user friendly, do you get any difficulties while searching for those features, is it really important, is it something which we can change, or website can change, so user can easily get those feature. So basically you have to do those type of stuff, which is really easy and good pay, and pays really good. They will pay you $10 for almost 20 to 30 minute work, which is pretty good. So and also there is one other thing you can do. You can basically talk to the employer, and talk to the employer about their projects. Basically they will ask you some question and you have to answer those questions. And for 30-minute session they will pay you $30. So user testing is actually well and good. If you wanted to earn some quick bucks, then you can definitely work on user testing. It's a really great site to work on. And fourthly, we are going to talk about micro workers. So micro workers is basically for the people who don't want to do hard work. And in micro worker you are gonna get some micro task, actual micro task, which is people do some people post some very small jobs on it, and of course the amount you earn is also very small. Like you have to follow someone on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter and you will get 5 cents, 10 cents, but of course you will get most of the time you will get lots of jobs, lots of micro jobs all over the day. So if you really wanted to work and earn some quick buck, then you can also work from micro workers. Although I don't know is it legal or not. I don't I don't confirm the legality of micro workers. Also there is a similar site called Pico Workers, but I doesn't work for it. I work for micro worker and I earn $10. And yeah, that was micro workers. What you can do, I will give you an advice. So if you really wanted to work on those sites, then you can have the primary your priority set, that if I get to work from user testing, then I will firstly work on user testing. If I don't have work on user testing, then I will work for Clickworker. If I don't have work on Clickworker, then I will work for Toloka. And I will suggest you that micro worker should be your least priority to work on. And of course all those sites which I worked on, I get payment from it. So there is not worry of payment. You will get your payment eventually. And I think that's all from my side, because 12 minutes is in on video, so I'm not gonna talk about some other sites like Datamine or One Pharma or Pico Workers or Lemon Tree, or there are thousands of other websites who offer you that freelance thing. But I obviously work very less. I spend very less time on it, so I don't wanted to give a half review of it. So that's why I'm stopping here. So I hope the video is helpful. I'm Zakwan Patel signing off. Thank you.